I haven't made a MultiVersus video in a week, let alone touch the game like that outside of like 10-20 minutes a day to do some daily stuff. You know how you got those people that are like interested in something but they hate the fan base, so they just never watch it? Like, y'all do that with My Hero Academia, and I understand the fan base can be weird, some of them too, but every fan base is weird. And I guess for once, it kind of started affecting me with MultiVersus, especially with the negativity around the game. Again, all the negativity is justified. Like, they had a second chance and it came out whack off rip. But I don't want to do too much in this video. I want to talk about season 2. Season 2 is their big chance to bring a lot of people back in. Because a lot of people keep pushing these narratives like the game is just completely horrible now and that's depressing to me, covering it. Or they're pushing like the game is dead. Now mind you, I say this every time we have to talk about a topic like this. Fighting games never die. You can always find a way to play a fighting game with somebody in 2024. Yes, you may not be able to queue up and get fast queue times, but there's Discords, there's IRL tournaments, there's events where these games will always live for the future and therefore incoming as long as people want to put on the show. But I really want to talk about MultiVersus Season 2. MultiVersus Season 2 is starting almost 3 days from now, or next week, after the 22nd of July. And I think there's some things they need to do to make sure they cook this time around with MultiVersus, man. Take this as a wish list or things that need to be changed for MultiVersus to at least feel like a better product overall outside of the game. Because I don't want to quit playing MultiVersus. We love MultiVersus. You love it too. Heck, if you came across this video, you probably like it at some point or you already subscribed because of MultiVersus. So let's talk about it. Number 1, rifts. Rifts need to change dramatically and drastically overall. For the casual base that really love it, I reason with y'all, I get it, it's a fun time. If you're not a person that likes PvP and you just like the idea of just playing with your friends and playing multiple different game modes and stuff like that with it, like, there are cool aspects of rifts, but I think they missed the mark with everybody. Essentially what I mean by this is like, creative is good in Fortnite, but it doesn't forces you to play creative to get stuff. Maybe XP if anything, but to get access to unlockables and other things you do in the game, that's all free with updates with it comes to Fortnite. And like MultiVersus, I realize it's hard to get people to care early on about characters and rifts because somebody has to grind them to do the exploit at the end that people were doing. I'll tell y'all the exploit. Essentially what I did was I had a friend that legitimately beat all the rifts and he just took me through every end of them to get the bosses and I was done. I did it in like 30 minutes. If they do change that, that's just gonna make people not care about rifts at all, even look at some parts of them, period. Also, even if they don't touch rifts, just let people who have the fighter coins, character tickets, and pay for them when he's in the game. Like, I saw a video recently, and if you never played MultiVersus before, it'll cost already $260 to unlock all the characters. So like, I don't get why, if it's early access, I don't mind paying like an extra, like, well, let's say 200 fighter coins or gems to unlock them early than waiting 2 weeks later. Because essentially, if you didn't play rifts or you can't find nobody to grind it out with and get you through those bosses or the end result, you ain't playing with them till season 2 come out almost, or if earliest, I think Monday at this point. And I feel like MultiVersus is missing a mark here. They're being too tough with the monetization. One, I absolutely like the idea of prestige because you spending money to buy skins, which cost a lot of money, helps you build up prestige to unlock other costumes and stuff as well in the game. I think that's pretty dope because you're earning in both ways, yet none. I do feel like some things are just overdone when it comes to the monetization. Like, literally for gems, I would literally just buy max gems once and never pay for them again. But the gems things are so weird in the shop and stuff like that, I don't even want to get into that debacle. And like I was saying with the characters thing, legit for new players, they're gonna be like, oh, this character's cool, but then I gotta play like 50 hours to unlock one character or 20 to 30 hours to unlock one character. I think for me, if I'm not mistaken, around 10 so-ish hours, you will have enough to almost unlock one character in the game, and maybe not all of the different kinds either. So just to reiterate, I just want when characters finally come from Rifts to be able to pay for them in early access. Like y'all could literally make more money that way instead of having to force the player base play a mode that not everybody cares about. See, when Smash Bros did it back in the day, it was pretty gas to unlock Sephiroth because it was a challenge. You beat the challenge, you get them early. That's dope. I would like something like that in MultiVersus because, okay, I could get the privilege of doing them without the rifts. At least give me a chance, a harder chance to unlock them without having to play that whole game mode. Because I also think them doing what they're doing with the early access is too bad for a fighting game. 2 weeks early is insane. I can probably go for a week at tops. But thinking about it, more than 72 hours with a character is crazy in my head already, especially if you're a competitive player or you're a person who plays in tournaments or going to be playing ranked a lot. You ain't got time to learn the matchup. Luckily, they changed it to now you can learn how you could go in training mode with the characters you don't have at least. And my biggest complaint about MultiVersus is why I get so bored of it so fast. I feel like there's nothing new that came to the game that excited me. Like, don't get me wrong, having early access was great, and I was excited in the moment for like Agent Smith and Banana Guard and Jason. But I'll be honest with you, those are never characters I would ever ask for in a video game, yet a fighting game at all. A lot of people will agree with me on that sentiment. Banana Guard pisses me off because his moveset could have just been Marceline with the just axe guitar. They could have did something else. Heck, they could cheat. They could take Ember from Nick All-Stars and just make that Marceline but in MultiVersus. 2, Jason, everybody like Jason. We all grew up with the horror films. We got the footwork in Jason in Chicago. But other than that, if you're in a horror person, you're not gonna be crazy about unlocking Jason. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Matrix to me is one of the most iconic movies of all time. At one point, I was almost a film major due to special effects, GFX, editing because of the Matrix. I'm here partially because of Naruto MVs and the Matrix. Agent Smith is iconic, but I won't lie. Why the hell didn't they pick Morbius for the character? That would have been memed out of hell. Like that was like, whoever was in charge of Agent Smith pisses me off. Like, I want to talk to you personally. At the end of the day though, even though I hate the character roster picks, I won't lie, all the characters are fun in MultiVersus. Season 2, we already know that recently Ajax kinda leaked Samurai Jack, so that's pretty hype. But imagine if he was a Rift exclusive character. We not seeing Samurai Jack until probably, if it's based off of season 1, 8 weeks down the dang road. That's gotta stop. So let's give a hypothetical example. Let's say Pokemon could come to MultiVersus, okay? Just stay with me here. Let's say the 3 characters, and since MultiVersus season 1 had 3 characters and they only released 3 characters that season, we going with 3 here. Let's say the 3 Pokemon is Charizard, Wartortle, and Ditto. MultiVersus season 1 was like, okay, let's start off with freaking Wartortle. Then the second character is Ditto. And then the character in Rifts, you gotta get it. Then the last character is Charizard, and Rifts you gotta beat just to unlock him. And it's like, oh my god, the hypest character at that point is killed for people because they have to go through Rifts just to play. Y'all get the point. Another big thing, where the hell is ranked? I'm not lying to you. When the season 2 trailer come out and if ranked is not there, we gonna have some problems. Playing quick play at this point is horrible because simply I'm just doing the same matches over and over again. I gotta play like 3 to 5 matches just to get like, I usually have to play like almost 3 to 5 matches, sometimes even an hour, till I find somebody that could KO me and take me to like GG's, bruh. I really hate quick play in this game. Another problem with quick play is the stage choices and stuff like that. No bans or nothing. Look, I'm being a sweat. The Mojo Jojo stage, if you beat me on the Mojo Jojo stage, you did not beat me. The stage beat me. I hate the camera zoom out. I absolutely hate that stages with the camera zoomed out like that now. I don't like it no more. I hate it, especially because the game's slower. It's a little bit faster after some updates, of course, but y'all get what I mean. Ranked has to be there. I'm giving them the last benefit of the doubt. It has to be there starting next fucking week or the second week after season 2 launches. Cause at this point, everybody getting bored. Now, what I would love for them to add in MultiVersus season 2, this is something that will help me as a content creator, because making thumbnails for MultiVersus is actually very weird and stale, because you don't have like, we don't have mods, and without mods, we can't use camera mod to make like cool angles or montages like that. It's just clips of just shit happening and then music and shit. I live for community oriented stuff on this channel. I don't care. Cry to your mama. But a photo mode would do beautiful. Tekken is doing a photo mode, and I'm like, I'm coming back to Tekken, baby. I think right now MultiVersus is on the cusp. I think right now MultiVersus is on the cusp of being one of the greatest platform fighters, even through all of its hell it's been through. But right now, I think the game is in a stagnated spot, and I think the characters and telling people that these things have changed will help MultiVersus. There's a lot of people that still don't know that you can lab in a trainer mode with new characters or all of the rosters. A lot of people still don't know that the game doesn't have freaking spectator mode or all these updates that came to the online game of MultiVersus. I think they need to start pushing that stuff in their trailers, letting people know that the game has completely been overhauled and that they're, alright, we got past the bullcrap, we about to cook for real now. With that being said, it's your boy Avataryaya. You guys are golden, and that is raw. It's hot as hell, and I'm about to turn on MultiVersus because I've been needing to say that for like 2 weeks now. Been very depressed about it. I will still be covering MultiVersus, but when it's time for things to change and hype up, because right now it ain't. Everything else coming out cooler than me. I'm not gonna lie. I love the game, but the rate of content and yeah, that's how I feel. So hopefully season 2 goes from to But you guys are golden. Hit the like button, subscribe, and you already know you guys are golden, and that is raw. Squalor, peace, and I'm out. Squalor.